Welcome to Rocket Travels and welcome to my little tour of medieval history on Veliko Tarnova. Hey ho, let's go. Super cool. Okay, I'm back and it's later in the morning and it's time to explore. I just started off my vlog. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the drone footage. I've come to this lovely cathedral. Okay, I have just been in there and I got hoofed out. There's no filming, but they were very nice. There's a little service going on, so I only poked my head through the door, realised there was no filming, and popped back out. The cathedral was built in 1842, so it's not particularly old, but I did have a look inside and it looks amazing. It looks a lot older inside. The big dome that you can see at the top of the cathedral, the artwork and you know, the sculptures and the wooden features in there are amazing. Unfortunately, there is no filming. The church was actually not a church, cathedral it's called. It's a bit confusing because yeah, between cathedrals and churches, but it is a cathedral. Actually it was demolished. It was subject to an earthquake in 1913 and rebuilt. So there is some interesting history, plus also, excuse me, I am sat down. The viewpoint from here is absolutely stunning. Looking back at the city centre, the top half of town in the background there, and all that ridge going along there descends into, not sure if the GoPro will pick it up, but descends into the fortress. Okay, apparently the water, I presume it's running off the mountain or coming from somewhere. It's natural. It's apparently it's very drinkable. Yeah, it tastes good. If I get ill now, I get ill. Well, I've seen the locals filling up big bottles of water everywhere. So yeah, super cool and super refreshing. And it is nice and cold. man. Anyway, nice cold splash of water. So after a nice hot sweaty walk up the fortress, I know where to come. I have just bust my selfie stick, by the way. I do have a spare. It's not as good as this one. Yeah, this is the former regional audit offices. It is very, very smashed up, very, very abandoned. It does look actually really nice inside. I can see some stained glass. Let's poke the camera in and see what we can see. What do you reckon? You see anything in there? I can see some magnificent looking stairs directly in the reception area, and there is some stained glass. Unfortunately, it's all smashed. That building looks super cool. I want to go in, but yeah, it's all boarded up and chained up. Great big chains on the door there, look. What a shame. Lovely building. Hopefully they'll do something with it one day. Right, next stop, the fortress. Okay, we're just going to enter the fortress, and they do have a little replica fortress there. Looks absolutely extensive. It does look very grand. In fact, it has actually been compared to some of the old cities of Rome, Constantinople. It has had references and comparisons to some of the great cities. So I am expecting something amazing. How much? How much?
10 leva.
10.
Where are you from?
England.
Hungary.
Okay, I have my ticket. On the back of the ticket, there is a barcode. The ticket cost 10 lev. So, you got to the ticket, put your ticket in. I presume that's in. This one. Alright. Oh man, try and vlog and try and show you guys how to enter the fortress by putting the ticket in, and yeah, it all went pear-shaped. Anyway, it's the real deal. So yeah, welcome to the fortress. I banged the name of the fortress up below as I'm struggling to pronounce it. Look at this, check it out. There are, oh, tripping up already. There are a couple of gates that enter the main area. It's very, very popular. There are a lot of people here. Can you imagine this back in the day? All the horses galloping up here and the soldiers. This hill, settlement on this hill goes back to 2nd millennia. I would imagine this fortress was very, very hard to conquer. It has been conquered. I think it was conquered by the Ottomans, which was the Turkish. Right, let's go in. Wow, you can feel the history as soon as you come through the gate. I'm just checking out these walls leading up to the second gate. I would imagine at some stage these would have been a lot higher. The second gate is notably larger than the first. So if you were coming to lay siege to this fortress in medieval times, you'd have had to got through that first gate first, somehow negotiated the steep banks on which it's built. It is a lot higher than what it seems when you look back at the town and then look back up here. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing, the heights, the levels, but I would imagine back in the day, medieval times, life here was full on. There's all these little interesting areas here. I mean, what was there? Some kind of building. Let's have a little look over the edge. So yeah, if you were coming to conquer here, you had your work cut out big time. This fortress took over 3 months to conquer from the Ottoman army. I'll give you some dates for all this at some stage. There's just so much information, so much history. I want to make sure I get it right. There are lots and lots of dates going back hundreds of years. This is Just going through the second gate. Wow, check out. I mean, can you imagine if you was an army trying to conquer this fortress? Look at the walls. Wow. It's very, very defensive. Okay, construction of this fortress, approximately 12th century. It was built after the Bulgarian rebellion. From what I can gather, there was 2 Bulgarian empires. This fortress was built by the Second Bulgarian Empire. I'm going to have a walk along the pathway that runs along the fortress wall before we go up to the cathedral, because there are a lot of tourists ahead of me and they all seem to be heading in that direction, so we're going to wait a while. Look at this fortification. Wow, can you imagine looking over there at the enemy coming? There are other castle fortress type features on the other hills around here, so I would imagine there was more than just this main fortress. There would have been defensive positions all over the place. Unfortunately, a lot of the information around the fortress is all in Bulgarian, and I've tried translating it with my Google translator. It's not having it, so you're just gonna have to use your imagination. Look at these walls. I mean, some of these, this section of wall actually looks like it's been restored. That wouldn't be original, but it gives you an idea of what it would have been like. Wow, it's incredible, the feeling here. I mean, this area here would have been all housing, accommodations, sold for soldiers maybe, waiting to do battle against the Ottoman army. This little area here is wonderful. I would imagine all these were houses. You can like see the doorway there. That would have been someone's house. It's like rows. So that would have been someone else's house. Actually, they got a big house. There's 2 rooms. They must have been well posh. So they'd have lived there and kept the enemy out over there. Wow, I should imagine they would have felt very, very safe. But obviously they weren't that safe, because the Turks came, the Ottomans, and conquered the place in 3 months. So it makes you wonder why they couldn't defend such a fortified place. Maybe they didn't have the firepower, the manpower, who knows. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Looking back there at the town, absolutely beautiful. I'm in awe of this place. If you look in the background there, you can see the big ridge, natural ridge of the mountain, and you can see why and how they've built this fortress. They've basically built it on one of the lower ridges. Wow, looking back down there, can you imagine this back in the day when it was all lived in, active, hundreds of years ago? Stunning. This is representing what it had been like on the fortress walls. I don't know if you can see the images in the back, but they basically show you the fortress walls and the guys shooting their arrows. This guy, he's Ottoman, definitely this guy here is from the Ottoman Empire, Turkish warrior. And this guy here's got a great big axe. Go on, chop off his head, man, chop it off. Yeah, it must have been a fierce battle. See all the ladders, that's how they must have conquered the fortresses, with ladders. So ropes and ladders. Wow. Let's see what this guy's got like a pitchfork. And he's pushing the guy, I don't know if you can see, he's pushing him, he's just come up the ladder and he's pushing him off. Wow, this makes everything feel so real after visiting the fortress. Oh wow, the Ottomans, 1396 they ruled from, for nearly 500 years. Wow, that is some occupation and some empire. something I would like to research a little bit more on. It's something new to me. Okay, like I said earlier on the start of this vlog, and I've read some reviews, it's very hard to find exact information about some of these features. You can only imagine that is some kind of cellar. What it was actually used for, I've no idea. There is some signage in Bulgarian, but for some reason my Google Translate will not won't translate. What this area here is, I don't know. It does look like possibly a bigger building, possibly royal palace maybe. I'm just guessing, because there are some big pillar like platforms there, so I'm presuming possibly this might have been an area of grandeur where the royalty would have it's the highest point, so it would make sense. The hierarchy, is that what they call it, hierarchy, because they live higher up in the food chain, in the housing chain, in the fortified chain. Right, we're going to check out this magnificent cathedral. The real feel factor here is intense. These steps here, beautiful steps leading up to the cathedral. Wow, that's the view back. Horrible looking Pepsi machine in the middle of a beautiful historical. There's some more over there. Never mind. Wow, check out the view. What a viewpoint. Absolutely stunning. Bit of a dodgy edge there. Yeah, the view back there at the city. Veliko Tarnova. Amazing. There are a lot of people up here. A lot of people. Right, we're going in. Right, we can go in. Okay, there's a sign here. It doesn't say no photography, it just says no flash photography. So I'm presuming I can film in here. Wow, it is very, very well kept. I should imagine these drawings, murals on the walls have been restorated over the years, because they do not look dated. Looking up into the dome, the tower. Wow, light coming through there isn't showing it up. Wow. Be interesting to know the history of the drawings on the wall, because they are not dated. And they have some lovely copyright background music. Wow. Look at that. Whoa. Magnificent. The chandelier. Superb. Right, let's cruise. Let there be light. Let's see if we can get out the door in one piece, one fair swoop. What a spectacular view. Wow. Okay, that is the fortress pretty much done. I've not done a time check for a long time. We are going to go and see if we can check out the museum, trying to learn. I'm learning. When you travel, you don't know everything about everything. You know, this is what traveling's about. You go and learn. So I'm not here to give you exact, precise facts on the history and architecture and infrastructure of these towns and cities I visit, but I can try and give you a little bit of information and share my journey and share my learning, because I'm learning all the time. I'm a very inquisitive person. I do get distracted very easily. behind me there's a wine shop, and I think you can go in there and basically buy your bottles of wine. You can also sit down and have a taster or a drink as well. So I see this the other day. I'm going in to see if they are open, the wine shop. I'm going to see if you can have a sit down and do a taste and have a glass of wine by the glass. Let's go and check it out, man. Is it open? Yes, it is. Oh, hello.
Hello. Can I help you with?
Yeah,
You're looking for wine?
Can you drink wine here?
Yeah, you can pay for a glass.
You can have a glass of wine?
Yeah, here.
Okay. You sit down here or up there, or
No, like here at the
can
table.
sit and try a glass of wine?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, we are in the wine shop, and the lovely lady that works in here, she is going to produce for me a beautiful glass of Bulgarian regional red wine. They have a very, very nice selection here. I saw the shop the other day, and I saw some guys basically sat around this table, and yeah, they were there is a little menu there, see that? Classic. Yeah, they have a small menu, and yeah, it's 5 lev for a glass of wine. So I'm going to try 1 glass of vino and let you know how it goes. Hopefully, I already know it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Vin de Rouge. I have the shop to myself. Nobody, the lady who served me, the young lass, she has exited the building, and she has poured me a beautiful glass of red wine, Bulgarian, regional, to the south of Bulgaria. So we're going to give it a taste test. It's a good measure as well. 5 lev. That is really smooth. That is really, really drinkable. I've said before, red wine is wasted on me. Yeah, but when I do have a good quality wine, yeah, I can tell the difference. All that cheap vino that you drink, cheapest bottle, that's what I normally go for. When you have something like this, you can really, really tell the difference. Wow, that is really nice. That is probably one of the nicest, smoothest red wines I've ever had. It's not too dry, slightly dry, but very smooth, super smooth, and there's no like sort of acidy, burny sort of aftertaste that you sometimes get. Yeah, beautiful. So that's yeah, we'll make it to the restaurant, and we might have another glass of vino. I'm in the mood for a glass of vino. It's my last day in it's my last day in the city, and we're moving on tomorrow. I'm catching the bus to Sofia, and then yeah, where do we go from there? I do not know. So I'm going to enjoy my glass of wine here, and then we'll see you at dinner. Wow, that is super. It's not super cool, it's super smooth. Fantastic. Okay, cheeky vino in the cheeky shop with a beautiful lass who served me. What an amazing lady. Told me so much about the history of the city here. Very interesting lady and very informative. Anyway, it's time for my lunch, and we're going to do my outro. That little glass of wine, it's only a small glass of wine, it's gone straight to my old barnet, man. Blimey, I feel a little bit tipsy. Happy days. I love this little restaurant. I never normally go back somewhere twice, but this place is superb, man. This is my menu. This is what I'm having. Let's give you a close-up. It's like traditional, like some kind of stew. It's pork pieces, chopped sausage, peppers, mushrooms, onions, carrots, and oven baked potatoes. Okay, I'm in outro time. Gonna keep it reasonably sweet and brief. Bit of deja vu. Done a live from here yesterday. Obviously there's a backlog in my vlogs, so you have to bear with me. It takes me ages to edit everything, man. Nothing's current. Anyway, doesn't matter really, does it? It's the experience. Anyway, recognise that from yesterday, the jug of red wine. And I have asked for ice today because the wine just got so hot, man, it was almost undrinkable. So I've banged one ice cube in per glass that I pour. Oh wow. Do you know what? I've just tried red wine in that wine shop, and that wine was really good, really smooth. As soon as I've tasted that, it's like really stings your throat, man. Yeah, cheap and cheerful, but I'm no wine connoisseur, but I can tell the difference between a good wine and a bad wine. Unfortunately, I can't afford good wine. Like I've said before, good wine's wasted on me. It's I just see it as it's like a luxury item, good wine. But yeah, what a massive difference, man. Anyway, I've ordered a traditional Bulgarian dinner, like a proper hot pot type meal with pork in there and vegetables, mushrooms, all kinds of things going on in there. So you're gonna wait till the food comes, give you a quick glimpse of what I've got for my dinner, and then we'll do my outro. Okay, check out my dinner. Doesn't that look good? That looks absolutely amazing. That's not the kind of food you get in McDonald's back in the UK. Seriously, like there are some good food establishments in the UK, but generally you don't get food like you do in Thailand or Bulgaria and stuff. You know, and if there is good food, you can't afford it. It's so expensive, man. This meal, I've got a jug of wine, 500 millilitres, and this like hot pot style pork and sausage casserole type stew type dish, traditional Bulgarian food. It's going to cost me like £14. Nearly, I think it's actually a little bit more, 15. Man, you know, UK, wake up. Anyway, I'm doing my outro. I've had a superb day. The food looks amazing. Doing my outro. I've had a couple of vinos. So from Rocket Travels and my vino. Oh wow. Goodbye beer. Hello vino. Anyway, from Rocket Travels, over and out. Have a fantastic day, and I look forward to doing my reflections on Bulgaria. And yeah, onwards and upwards. Where am I going next? Bosnia, back to Thailand, who knows? UK, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, see you later guys, take care. I bet no one watches this bit. I'll put this little bit, like I've done my outro, done my little rocket exploding thing. I bet no one watches this. No one watches it to end. If you are, make a comment. I'd be really interested to see if anyone actually watches it. Maybe you fall asleep and like you think, oh, it just ended. And he's, oh, he's back. Why am I back? Right, this is why I'm back. Look at that, man. Anyway, we're not on YouTube anymore. This is the real deal, man. I just thought, why not? Everyone ends a vlog and goes, yeah, you see like, yeah, subscribe, my little rocket ship playing off, flying off. I've had a vino now. I think it's pretty safe to do what I want to do now. I don't know what he's saying, do what I want to do, man. Check this out, man. Look. Whoa, look. This is a little Brucey bonus from Rocket Travels. Oh, wow. That is a massive explosion of blueberry, biscuit base, cream, cheese, whatever it is. Oh man, going in for another bit. Do you want a bit? Do you know, when you do YouTube, you know, it's so serious sometimes. You have to watch what you say, what you would do. I just have some fun, mate. People, whatever. Did you know I stumble with my words? If anyone's watched this far, man, this is the real Rocket Travels, man. This is what happens when I'm not vlogging. Well, I'm trying not to vlog. It's right at the end of what I just vlogged. I've had No, there's a fly on my leg. Do you see that? It's a bloody fly. Jesus, man, go away. Bloody fly just landed on my GoPro, man. Anyway, would you like another bit? Anyway, that's... We could do like a secret end of vlog outro. Just me eating cheesecake, blueberry cheesecake. Do you want another piece? It's my little secret at the end of my vlog. I do this more often. Yeah, forget about like vlogging and like, you know, watching what you're saying. The real deal, man. This is what I do when I'm not vlogging. I just eat blueberry cheesecake and drink red wine. Yeah, I don't drink Chang. Chang's horrible. On the vino. Anyway, not gonna do this too long. You'll get bored. My last piece of cheesecake. Look. Wow, look at that. Anyway, seriously, over and out. Hang on. Not quite. Oh, noisy. Bloody noisy around here, man. Anyway, that's not quite it. We're going to wash the blueberry cheesecake down with a nice, another swig of wine, man. I've got ice in it now as well. I bet there's about one person that'll ever watch this. Never mind. Right, if you did watch this extra little bit, life's just all about fun, do you know what I mean? I'm having fun. Always laughing and chuckling for a reason because I'm happy. And anyway, should we do just one more? One more lump of blueberry cheesecake, man. Oh wow. Oh man, that's the nicest thing ever in life, man. Anyway, I've done half the cheesecake, shared it in my little secret outro, a little bit at the end, and I'm going to enjoy the rest on my own. And after I've done this, I don't know what time it is now, I've been here a couple of hours, just chilling, innit? I'm going back to my room for a siesta. Oh man. See you later, guys. If you watched this little bit, thank you very much. Over and out.